It's week one of the college football season, and that means it's time for week one of our Press Pass, brought to you by our friends at Robbins Motor Company, coming to you from the WTC gig-powered studios here at the GoPowercat.com headquarters. Well, Kansas State starts off the season this Saturday against the Nicholls Colonels, and the Wildcats are obviously starting a brand new college football season, but also starting a new era under head coach Chris Klieman. The hired coach from North Dakota State begins his tenure with the Wildcats following Bill Snyder after 27 years, and K-State players are excited to get off on the right foot with Klieman on the sidelines.
Obviously it's super important, start off, obviously everybody likes to win, but just to help the program improve, and I think it's a really big year for us to really show how good of a coaching staff that we got. We owe it to them because they've been nothing but great to us, and I think we've just come to really together as a team and really just like to show that to everyone else who may not know what they've really meant to us.
It's very special. Coach Klieman, he's a great coach. He's coming in, great energy every day. He's making sure we know what we're doing. He's just a great coach, man. I'm glad he's here.
It's extremely special. We've got a whole new system going in. Brand new coaching staff. There's more than just it starting off the season on a right note. It's starting the whole era off on a right note, and I think everybody's excited and ready to do that.
It's early in the week in terms of preparation for Nicholls, but one thing that the Wildcats know right now is that this is a good FCS program and led by a very experienced quarterback in Chase Forcade, who's been around the program for quite some time. And on the brief film study that K-State has been able to get on Forcade, they know that he's a quarterback that can make plays happen when he has the time, and he's been through a lot knowing what works best with this Nicholls State team.
Nicholls State quarterback, he's definitely very experienced. He's been in the Nicholls State program for 5 years, but they only have one returning offensive lineman, so that's definitely going to be a high key success factor for us, especially with all the experience and talent that we have at defensive line. Just believe we're definitely going to get after them up front.
A guy that I have a ton of respect for. I've watched him play. Last couple of years I've watched him play because we've played teams that they've played in the playoffs, and so he's got a great bunch of moxie. He's an athletic guy, not a very big guy, but he plays big. He runs the ball extremely well. He throws it with accuracy. He just knows their system so well, and so I don't think, the environment's going to be great, and we need our fans to be really loud, especially on third down. But this guy's seen an awful lot, and so we have to be really precise on our coverages and really precise on our looks because I think he's seen an awful lot of football.
They're a good team. They got a quarterback who's been there for 4 years, so he knows what he does. He knows what he's doing for the team. They got some good running backs. I know their line is pretty much new, but that really doesn't change nothing for our preparation. They're going to treat them like they're the number one team in the nation, But at the end of the day, that quarterback, I know he's real good. Looking on film, he knows what he's doing. He's a real smart quarterback.
Between starting the Klieman era and just starting football again, the Wildcats are just overall excited to be back on the field. They went 5-7 a year ago and missed out on a bowl game for the first time in quite some time. So coming into this year, K-State has one goal in mind, and that's to get back to playing K-State football. Whether that means 6 wins, 7 wins, or however many wins, the Wildcats know they want to improve on last season and get back to being what people know K-State football to be.
Yeah, it's been a highly anticipated day for sure, and finally that it's game week and we're here. It's kind of surreal, but it's it's been a time that I've been anticipating for the past 8 months since the last game versus Iowa State. The way I felt after that game and the fire that I had in my stomach walking off that field. This is the moment that I've been waiting for, been working for this whole offseason, and I think there's just so much anticipation with the new coaching staff. Everybody's, looking forward to seeing what we put out in the field offensively and defensively and special teams. And, there's quite a few changes on, just the game day experience and stuff like that. I think there's just so much exciting stuff going on here at K-State, and I'm so excited to get out in front of our fan base and play and hopefully get a win.
Yeah, well, honestly, we just need to go out there and, compete and do what we've been taught to do, which is, execute our plays both on defense, offense, and special teams. Obviously, it's been a super, high energetic week. week, with it being game week. And, we're just all super excited for week one, just because, with ever since the new coaching staff has gotten here since the winter, going through winter off-season workouts, through spring ball, through summer workouts, and then going through fall camp, it's just been a charisma that we've all had, and things keep just getting higher and higher. And we're just definitely super excited for it.
I would say this: we did have a burst of energy yesterday. Just knowing this game week, you got a game to play at the end of the day and get hitting somebody else rather than your teammates that you've been, running into all summer. But yeah, it's game week, so everybody's pumped.
Ready or not, the Chris Kleiman era is about to start, and the Wildcats and Colonels will go head-to-head at 6 p.m. at Bill Snyder Family Stadium on Saturday. Stay locked in at GoPowercat.com, and we'll have all of your coverage leading up to the game and then following the game on Saturday.